Welcome to the Jekyll Hyde Club and our massive Halloween Gothic jewelry haul. It's Gothic if you wear it all year round. It's Halloween if you just want it for the season. Got these from some lovely shops on Etsy and Amazon. And I'm trying not to laugh because we've had to do this like 3 times for various reasons. So it's just become a fun adventure. Jewelry hauls are not easy to do on camera, on this camera anyway. Okay, if you guys are new, do subscribe and check out our other, if you're watching it for the Halloween and jewelry hauls, we have playlists of those and our other spooky videos. It's spooky all year round. If you like spooky stuff, you will love all our playlists. Okay, I'm Morticia. We have Gomez behind the camera. So if you hear sinister laughter, that is not mine. Like that. It's from the Russian Gomez. Okay. This is the reason I got this Halloween haul from the lovely shop called Xanadu on Etsy. It's Xanadu Beads or Xanadu Charms. She has a few different shop names. I don't know why she doesn't just combine because it makes it annoying to order sometimes. But she does combine shipping and refund you if you need it. This is a lovely, it's a spider with web bail. And I have seen jewelry where the spider is dangling from the web. I'm sure we all have. But this web is actually where the chain goes through. It's the bail. That's really neat and unique. So it's a nice 3D piece and it's delicate and small. So when I'm wearing bigger pieces, it's a nice, it shows even though it's small. You know, you've seen those small jewelry pieces that you're like, well, this is cute, but I don't really feel like it's showing, you know, but this actually does. It shows very well, and it looks great. I bought it for a charm bracelet, like my Pandora style, and it goes on it great, and she sends you these little beads to put on the sides that have little red gems in them. Well, I chose red. You can choose whatever color. So that's also nice, and that's $4. But on the necklace, I'm not using the beads. So I just used those on the bracelet, so I did not go get them. But they're just little typical, like, spacer kind of Pandora beads with the little accents in them, very pretty. So anyway, when you get this kind of charm from her, you get those beads and you pick your color. So this goes great on the charm bracelet or my necklace, and I really love it. It's unique and really charming. And now we're going to move on to the problematic piece to film so I can get out of the way. We will insert a picture. I have a ring like this, and it's what drew my attention, but I got it to sell for supplies. I'm trying to hold it. It's so tiny. It's a witch stirring her cauldron, and it is, you can see her sleeves and so much nice detail that you will see in the picture. And under, under that you see the bottom of the cauldron with the little feet, and even though the piece is flat on the back, you can see like inside the little cauldron, there's even that detail. So I'm explaining that because it won't show on here because it's very small and a lot is going on in the piece. That's the back. And a lot's going on, but it's, you know, the witch and the cauldron, and if you like that combo, you get 5 for only a couple dollars. Good quality pewter, just like the web. All her charms are very nice quality pewter. And the next Halloween piece from her is, her shipping is prompt, by the way, wholesale prices on these charms. Not everything I bought is wholesale, but this is. It's a cat in a witch's hat, and you can even see his little ears poking up from the hat. It's very charming. Is that a good angle, Gomez, darling?
Yes.
And this is less going on. It's a little bit bigger, so hopefully it's showing better. And also pewter, and you get 2 in a pack for, I think, $1 and something. I will leave all these links below to the shops. You should browse the other stuff because she has a ton of stuff, anything from glass beads to charms to whatever. And when you are looking for just like one thing, you always see all these other things you want. But again, with wholesale prices, that's good. Now these I got for supplies as well, and I decided to put them in the Halloween haul because they're wolves, and some people use like the werewolf theme or other wolf themes for Halloween. Is that okay here? Should I move it?
Let's see.
Sorry, you guys. Again, like I said, I'm not redoing this again, so I apologize for all the moving around and everything else. This camera and jewelry are usually good, but today it woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It woke up feeling snarly. We need to name it. We name our computers monster names. My computer is Dr. Jekyll. His is Brain, with the gremlin brain. And my first computer ever was the Beast, like from Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, this is the wolf. It looks like he's walking because you can tell his legs are kind of like in motion. How's that, Gomez? I'm gonna let you show it. Oops, there's another one. Hold on, there's 5. I'll get it in a second. There's more where that came from. We decided to just be entertaining instead of like trying to make the perfect video and be like, you know, redoing it because something happened, like a wolf fell or something. So it's all good.
Okay, here are the legs in question.
Yes, and he's got the tail. He's very 3D. She has a lot of 3D charms, and a lot of them. This is a bigger charm. It's probably a little over an inch, and he's got his head up howling. Very good ear detail, and these were $5 for a couple dollars, so that was nice. And now I can put him away while Gomez shows her cards. These will make nice pendants or earrings or, you know, charms for a bracelet. They're such a good size. They can kind of be anything. So anyway, I just decided to throw them in the Halloween haul. And those are her cards. If you guys want to check her out, and like I said, I will also leave her link below. Now we're going to go on to the next shop, which is Jamie's Gems Designs, also on Etsy. Ah, found it. There's so much stuff on this table. I actually wanted these acrylic black cat earrings that I saw probably almost 2 years ago from one of Haunted Bat's earlier Halloween hauls. And there was just, I like big earrings when it's something that I want really seen, like the cats. Like these are the cat earrings. But if it's a large earring like that in metal or glass or whatever, it's going to bother my ear. I don't even like to notice my earrings. So if they are large, they need to be so lightweight that I don't even feel them unless I shake my head or something and they swing and I notice that. But otherwise, I don't want to feel it. So acrylic is perfect. And I usually don't do acrylic. I have said it looks chintzy, but these are beautiful. And again, I needed light earrings. And I also love the design in these. Like you can even see the cat's bushy tail. It looks fat. You can see all of his little 4 legs, like because of the little spaces between. And his little half-moon ears. Like right here, curving toward each other, very charming. And I can take off my necklace if you want to show it even closer, Gomez.
Yeah.
I was just gonna keep earrings and sell the rest. I think you got like 12 for $5 or something. It's something similar. It's an amazing price. And every time I've seen the earrings for sale anywhere, anything similar, even any kind of black cat acrylic earrings, they have been from $10 to $15. And it's like I'm not paying that for one pair of earrings. I'll just buy the charms, be pragmatic, make it myself. And, have enough to sell and totally profit. It'll be great. So that was the point. And so I got a bunch of extra ones and ended up keeping like 5 for me. So it's like, and the cat just got away. Here it is. Okay. But the thing I wanted to comment on with these is the weirdest thing. I get the cats in the mail. Gomez, I'll let you show this. I get the cats in the mail, and I'm like, well, they're the right shape, and it's that hissing cat back arched, head turned to the side, great Halloween witchy cat pose, okay, perfect. And it's the right size, it's big, and it's lightweight, but you know what, it kind of looks like wood. It's red and white, and it's not black, so what's going on here? So I write the shop, and I'm like, well, like I just told you, the cats are the right size and pose, but why are they this color? And I'm thinking to myself, which I left out of the comment, who would actually buy cats this color to wear? Like, really, people? So the owner said, what you need to do is peel this paper off of the cat. So it's paper. That's why this cat looks like this. It's covered so perfectly. It's not like any spaces or gaps, okay? It's paper. And it's so perfect that you don't know that it's paper. Well, I didn't know. And there was a little tiny note in there, but I was more just kind of looking at, why are my cats the wrong color? And didn't notice the note telling you to peel the paper off. And it takes a while to do it. I would sit here and do it for you, but I don't want to bore you, so I'm not. But you had to pick, and it takes, even with nails, a good 2 minutes per cat usually. So I don't recommend that, and I left it in a review that, that's just a really weird thing to do. And if you don't want them to scratch each other, or whatever reason you did this, I don't recommend it. I would wrap them in tissue or do something else, because this is just a pain and it's weird and it's not cool. So, great business, prompt shipping. I love the cats, but the wrapping was strange. Now, this is the last thing I did with them. I kept 5 of them. I was just going to get earrings, and I got a pendant, and then I made this bracelet. Black onyx, 6mm beads, and the 2 cats in the middle. Should I move that higher?
No, you're good.
Well, I know, but should I move it higher? Okay. And I'm just going to take it off for fun. I put 2. I was going to do 1 in the center, but it just looked kind of sparse, probably because it's flatter, so we got 2. 2 cats are sometimes better than 1. I can be a crazy bat lady who happens to have cats on at the moment. Love cats, as long as they're jewelry. Actually, I had a pet cat, but right now we're good without a pet. So those are the cats, and that's what I did with the ones that I kept. And it was there. It's a high quality compliment that I kept a lot more of them than I expected to keep. So, yay. Okay, the next item, I think. Let's do this cute pumpkin carriage from Crystal and Rust. Very nice shop. They gave me free not Estee Lauder. God, they gave me
Chanel.
free Chanel charms with the Chanel logo. I'm getting my sister-in-law loves Chanel, so I'm gonna make her something nice.
It's good.
And this other side is the same. It's bronze, which I like for autumn. You know, this is like a Halloween pumpkin-y, autumn pumpkin-y, and it's the pumpkin coach, so I just like that. And you can see the pumpkin ridges here. And if you can't, there are pumpkin ridges here. It's flatter, but the same thing is on both sides. So I would call that double-sided instead of 3D. A lot of people confuse double-sided and 3D. Like Fire Mountain calls a lot of their 3D stuff when it's totally 3D double-sided. And it's like, well, if it has a front and a back, then no, it is just double-sided. So I would call this double-sided because it's not round. But it's very cute. And what I did with it, as you can see, is I made a bracelet like I have shown before with a couple bracelets and the lovely idea that I got from Alchemy Gothic, one of my favorite bat bracelets from them that I've also reviewed. I put it on a ribbon and did a slide knot. I used a wooden bead here because I thought it would be cute for autumn again. And I think it looks very elegant and simple. You have the black ribbon, so you don't have to do the bronze chain, and the ribbon dangles down at the back of the hand like that. Is that showing okay? No, it is. I can move like a fraction and I'm not showing, and I have to keep asking him because I'll forget. Okay. So that was that, and there were 8 of them for like $2 and something. So you can do earrings out of those, and those earrings actually are so light that they don't even bother me. And Crystal and Rust was very prompt with the shipping, and the free gift was very nice. I got 3 of the different sizes of Chanel charms, so that's really cool. And the shipping was prompt. 8 of those for $2 is amazing. And the neat thing about them is, like I said, you can make it a little pendant charm, you can put it on a bracelet, you can do earrings, and the earrings, even though this is solid bronze, were even light enough for me, so lovely. So now we're going to move on to another shop that I have gotten from a friend of mine, Mama Otter, but she's no longer on Etsy. She went to Amazon because her sales improved so much there, and she can just dedicate more time to that. So that's where she is. And the first thing I got was this pumpkin ring. Oops. Let me hold it here.
Yes.
And it is, the reason I got it, it's glass, and I don't generally do a lot of glass, although I love the glass ghost and moth that the Haunted Bat gave me last year. But the ring, the band is black, and then the pumpkin is orange. So orange and black, it's Halloween, it's a pumpkin. I mean, I had to have it. No, it's not my beautiful pumpkin ring that I never take off. He is the best ever. He's sterling silver, and he's got the best smile. He wants everyone to know that he's the best pumpkin. So there you go, we're featuring him too. I've had him for years, and I love him, but it's my pinky ring that never comes off. But anyway, this is still it just feels like Halloween and fall, and even though it's kind of, I mean, you know, what it is, it's great. And so these are $8, and it's pretty big. I would say this pumpkin is at least 20 mil around. And this is a size 6. She only has these in a size 6. And the band is smooth, and it's, even though it's glass, I worry about glass breaking, but it seems sturdy. Like, I'd probably have to try to break it at least, and I don't plan to do that. So I would say it's a good 8 mil wide band, probably. And it's comfortable, so that's cool. I don't notice it that much on my hand. It's not bulky, and it's bigger, but, you know, it's not like in my way. It doesn't catch, and like I said, I don't really notice that I'm wearing it, so that's nice. And the other thing that I got from her, I got these charms because she had them already on beads that I have something similar of. So I just said, can I just get the charms and buy those? And she was great and let me do that. So I wonder if I should try to hold them up or let you do those.
I think that shows better in your...
Okay, this is a witch boot charm. I put them on these green beads, just little acrylics, because I thought they looked nice for Halloween. And then... so that's the witchy boot. You gotta have a witchy boot. And there's a toad, and he's sitting, and he's got a witch hat on, or a frog. I think witches, the best familiars are cats and frogs for them. I don't know why I think about frogs with witches, but I loved frogs as a kid. I still do, and for me, they're just perfect. So I had to get the witch with the frog. It was like, yeah. So it's a witchy charm bracelet, and the witch hat. And these are kind of flatter, but they're enameled with the green and stuff, so it makes them different. And let's see, let me go something. Okay, here is the sitting cat, but again, he's flat and just enameled. But cat and frog, you just can't resist. Witchy boot. And then it ends with a spider. And so she has a bracelet similar, I think, in straight black. But I just made this one with the green because of the enamels. And again, witchy boot, cat, frog in a witch's hat, I like the frog anyway, but it's got a witch's hat, so even though it's flatter, and I don't generally do flatter, I had to do it. And then the cat and the spider, so it's just a very perfect witchy charm bracelet. So, there goes that. And they're very lightweight charms, so that's nice. And, let's see, what is next is our Plague Doctor mask. If you haven't seen our Plague Doctor action figure review, check it out. And you will understand why the Plague Doctor is so essential and awesome. And I'm starting to see a lot of Plague Doctor Halloween costumes. This chain is a thicker chain, but somehow it still likes to tangle itself. But because it's thicker, it also untangles relatively easy, unlike the tiny box chains. But what I wanted to say is, the shop is very nice. Prompt shipping. I think this was $12 plus 3 shipping, so a very reasonable price. I'm just going to ignore the chain for now and move on to show you the pendant so it doesn't become annoying. It's a mask of the Plague Doctor, and a lot of the mask pendants I saw, they were calling it a bird skull even, and it looked more, I mean, I wouldn't know that it was a mask instead of a bird skull. This is where, if you didn't see that video, Plague Doctors would wear these. You've got the plague, and you've got this scary guy coming into your room with this on his face and a long black coat, okay? And he had herbs stuffed in the beak of this, different herbs that they believed would keep the plague away, and it smelled better. So he was breathing in all this stuff and hopefully not getting the plague, which didn't always work out because sometimes they still got the plague and died. There were airborne plagues and non-airborne, so it probably mattered what kind of plague he was around. They would even use a cane to kind of poke at the plague victims so they didn't have to physically touch them. So I'm going, well, I don't know how much treatment they got with a cane poking at them. Let's pop this boil with this cane. Like, I don't even know what happened with the cane. I just don't know. I try not to think about it. But they would poke them with the cane to show areas that needed treatment. I'm just not sure how they would treat them afterward. Yeah. So, this is the mask that they wore. Now, in the picture, I don't know, I know sometimes light can hit things. It looked like it had the glass eyes in the mask, and I got it in part for that. Because I thought, you know, they had glass eyes in the mask, so they could protect their eyes, and that would have been a lot cooler if they had put the glass eyes in there. And I got this, and I was a little disappointed because the eyes weren't there, and I don't know if it was camera glare or what, but it looks on the site like, to me, who is legally blind, but hey, maybe other people will agree, and Gomez agreed that it looks like glass eyes. And that would have been just making it perfect. And you totally wouldn't know it was a bird skull or anything, and you would totally be sure that it was a Plague Doctor mask. But in its defense, it's got all this pretty design up here, like filigree, and maybe it's supposed to look like rumpled cloth or just pretty filigree, I'm not sure. But, you know, a bird skull wouldn't have all that on it. So that's its saving grace. And is this level okay?
Yes.
And why I was not unhappy with it totally when I realized my glass eyes were not in there, because of the fact that, you know, a bird skull wouldn't have all that on it. So my issue was I kept looking for Plague Doctor pendants, and a lot of them were either pictures, which I don't care about, or like it would just be a raven skull with, you know, maybe some kind of adaptation that it doesn't really seem like it was a mask. I wouldn't know it wasn't just a bird skull. And that was the problem, and so that's why the eyes won me over. And then, but again, the way this looks, again, a bird skull isn't going to have all this filigree on it, or it's a special kind of bird I've never seen before. So yeah, you can tell that it is not a skull because of that. That's its redeeming quality without the eyes. But this is, and it's a pretty long beak. I've seen some overdone bird beaks, so I don't know, but this isn't over, which is good. It lets you know that it's the part of the mask that was stuffed with the herbs and not truly a bird beak. So I'm saying that's a good thing. Because I didn't just want a bird skull. And I like the bronze look. It makes it more look older, so that's cool. And I would say this is about almost 2 inches long by maybe 12 mil wide. I know there are better measurements on the site itself, but it's a good solid piece. It looks really cool. There's another Plague Doctor pendant in UK that I want to get. It's just that, like, they don't want to send it to US, and I have to find somewhere that has it, but it's pewter, and it's only like 5 pounds, and it shows, like, more of the Doctor's body, so it's really cool. If you look up Gothic Plague Doctor pendant and you're in UK, you can get one. Send me one. Oh, it's like so frustrating when you see something you want that's a really good deal, and they're not shipping it to you. But this looks really cool. and I do like it. And you know, the rest of the cool design helps me get over my sadness about the eyes not being there. Now the box has a cute little cat on it. Gomez can show you the box and the card while I continue my review. Like I said, the company shipped promptly. The cotton in the box isn't really the best to send these kind of chains because the chain was all caught up on it. I couldn't really pick it up and get it off the cotton for a second. And it was tangled as well. So it was not only tangled, it was caught up on the cotton. So that's not really the best kind of cotton. And a lot of people use it. I'm not criticizing that specifically, but I would package it in a bag or, you know, wrap the chain around a card or something because, yeah, it just gets caught on that fabric in the box. But anyway, the shop is called
True Measure of Madness.
Which wins me over because who doesn't love a True Measure of Madness? I like it. Very cool title. And I would have this pendant on, but it will hit my cat that I also currently have on, so I didn't want to mess with that ensemble right now. And just for fun, if you want to compare it, which again, I'm complimenting the design, to my raven head that I'm still wearing from Dornick Designs on Etsy that I reviewed a while back. Is that okay?
Yes.
You can see the Plague Doctor mask has a way longer beak, which is fine, because again, you can tell it's not supposed to really be a bird head, because I don't like it when they make bird heads. The real bird head is supposed to be a bird with that long of a beak. It's like, no, that's not real. That's not even realistic. So yeah, it does have a lot of better qualities for the mask, and the eyes would have just made it like a total awesome 5 out of 5, and now I would give it like a 4 out of 5. It is unique, it's different, it's one of the best ones out there, but if they ever put the eyes in there, it would just be like lovely. And you know, I was thinking I could just do it, but all I would be able to do is beads, and I would want something more flat, like a tiny flat glass cabochon or something. Like, maybe I'll still try to do it one day. I don't know. It just depends on how anal I get about it. But yeah, little tiny flat glass caps could be good if you could just get one in that eye, like a clear glass. It just would be tricky work, and that's not usually what I do, but I might have to think about it. It would just look so awesome. So anyway, that's really nice, and it was a very reasonable price. It's going to be fun and spooky to wear for Halloween and all year. So that is our Halloween haul, and we hope you enjoyed. And until next time, stay spooky.